now that buy below lows, sell above highs, right? And don't buy above highs and don't sell below lows. So keeping this in mind, what would you be doing right now?
You shouldn't be buying.
Like live the moment. This is price right now in front of you. What would you be doing to the price? You shouldn't be buying. That's one answer, right? And
we will look to sell.
Or not buy it. So the rule, if it doesn't make you money, it saves you money. That is crucial, right? To know when to be neutral or to know when to not be something, right? Now, look at this market structure shift. But before we dissect it and see why it happened, right? See maybe one more example of the concept. We've seen a bunch of examples. How do you measure high and low?
20-day if the rate. 20, 40, 60-day if the range.
Right. High or low? 20. Count back. 20, 40, 60. Are we high or low?
High.
Visual. You can tell straight away, right? if you want to really be picky, as some of you probably are, because in 1,000 people, for certain, there's going to be 1 or 2 picky people. There's 60. Pretty high. You're definitely not low. So that's measurement number 1. Measurement number 2, the dealing range. Are we high or low? It's actually an OTE, right? Are we high or low?
We are high.
All right. So 2 boxes ticked. And the expansion leg, the swing low that we're rallying from, the bottom that we're visually rallying from, high, right? As I said before, the first 2 are what matter more to me, right? The third one is just a bonus, just a rough look. I don't even know why I'm mentioning it, but it's there. Third wheeling. So this alone with those measurements allows you to put a sell, right? Or not buy. So if it doesn't make you money, it saves you money. Now, blend this with this market structure shift happening at open the weekly, excuse me. What do you see on the weekly?
A SIBI that was almost traded to previously.
There you go. All right. A higher time frame PDRA is more important than a lower time frame market structure shift, correct? The concept is constantly happening again and again and again. A higher time frame PDRA is more important than a lower time frame market structure shift. So that is how you invalidate. When I said when you see a shift, validate it with a higher time frame PDRA, right? So you'd be selling there, right? And it would have been a fruitful endeavor. Now, this is also a range, yes or no? Everything blends together, and you don't have to know everything. You have to pick one that resonates with you and make it yours, right? So this is a range right now. Am I wrong? Am I right? There's only one correct answer, right? A range. The first breakout for range is almost always a false one, all right? That's another rule of the ranges, which I didn't mention. The first breakout of a range is almost always the false one, if not always, right? So blend that with buy low, sell high. Blend that with the PDRA. Blend that with the measurements of how to measure high and low, and you will definitely not be buying up here. You will be selling or not buying. And the beauty is, after we see, excuse me, after we consider rule number 1, we check for a market maker model. And do you see it? So the market maker model is the range low. The first breakout. The range is going to target, what do we say, FX21? There is a stop run that happens at the 50%, correct?
Correct.
What happened here? Stop run, right? Always. There is a, what are the targets of range trading? Target 1.
50% and
Target 1 is
And
the highest,
lower high.
the most likely target is this one, right? The low that caused the purge. That is almost guaranteed, right? That's you'll always find a trade if you target only this. Target 2 is this. Target 3 is this. Always. All right. So let's apply it. Let's apply profiling markets to a more recent price leg, just to keep up with.
Hi, Romeo. Can I ask a question?
Tell me.
Okay. So can you explain a little bit more on how we want to spot that as a useful range, because there are so many swing highs and lows.
Very good. Excellent question. That is a beautiful question, and I thank you for it. Now, because I was going to leave it to y'all to study and trial and error, which is the best teacher. But you asked, so here you go. What do you see here, by the way? What do you see over here? I'm trying to get to the real live calls, but you're pushing me to show you hindsight. So there you go. What do you see over here?
I see that the high keeps rejecting and breaking the lows.
What? No. Right. At this point in time, what would all of you be doing? The answer is for the mic is with you.
Market strategy.
Of course.
Okay.
All right. Any other answers? We have one shift. Any other answers you have?
I would have thought since the market rejected the previous high, it was going to continue lower.
No, forget about me, and forget about what you learned today. In general, what are you thinking?
This is what I would have thought.
Yeah, it's bearish.
Exactly, and you get wrecked. And just to rub it in, the market would use your stop loss, which would be here, as a support level, right? So that is not a correct way to think. Now, instead of thinking in market structure shifts, first of all, what's rule number 1?
Buy low, sell high.
Are we low or high? What are the measurements of high and low?
It's low, I think 20 days low.
68 candles on the weekly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right? So we're low. Dealing range, we're below the dealing range. Right? This was if we were bullish, we'd have an OTE over here to continue, right? We broke through. Took out a liquidity pool. What's the rules of trading highs and lows? Never sell below a low, right? And never buy above a high. And you can see here why. That rhymes, my mistake, right? Yes or no? So rule number 1 would save you from being bearish down here, right? Now, how do you validate or invalidate a market structure shift?
Time frame.
Who was the person who said he's going to sell this bearish shift? One of you. Was it FX21?
FX21, yeah. I said it looks bearish.
All right, excellent. It looks bearish. Now, confirm, think of it as a confirmation process, right? Confirm the shift with a higher time frame. So look at the monthly right now and tell me, do you still think it looks bearish? Right down here. Does it look bearish to you right now at this point in time? Is it bearish or bullish?
If I were looking at the market by myself, yes.
Bearish or bullish?
Bearish.
This is bearish?
To me, yeah.
Why is it bearish to you? A low above a key level. Month 12, core content, right? A low above a key level. And for those of you who are really interested in turtle soup, watch, in addition to the other episodes I recommended, watch month 12, excuse me. So, you're bearish down here? Really? And why? Give me a logical reason why. Any answer? FX21?
Can you guys hear me?
I can't hear you.
You were muted.
You were muted.
Oh, my bad. Was that question for me or everyone?
It's for you because you said you were bearish.
Right. I said if I was looking at this by myself, I would still be bearish.
Why? Because that's wrong, obviously, right?
Right.
Why?
I mean, it is wrong. Yeah.
Why is it wrong? That's the question.
Could I help?
Yeah. I don't have an answer for that, to be honest.
I would have seen like the bullish order block being broken and monthly BISIs being broken, and also recent bearish order blocks being respected.
So you're bearish right now, right?
So I would have been bearish.
So what's your condition to be bullish then?
If bullish PD arrays are being respected.
Okay, so we're at one right now. So what's your confirmation? Do you just watch? There's a more detailed surprise than simply PD arrays, right? There's market profiles. There is the data ranges, right? Right over here. If you look back 20, 40, 60, right over here, 60 days right there. We are in a discount, a deep discount, right? We're pretty low, and we're below an old low, which is resting above a higher time frame PD array. That is a recipe for turtle soup every single time, right? And trading ranges in general. What's the rule say about this situation? Let's apply the system, right? It's a system. It's not me and you. It's a system says never sell below the low, right? And never be bearish below low. It says buy the low. And you validate the low with the key level below it, right? As a turtle soup low. This is stuff which you'll trust at the beginning, of course, as indoctrinated market structure shift traders is going to be a bit tough, but with more time, with the concept, with the model, you will grow to trust it, right? The range low, 50%, always, almost always, right? Is the target.
So in this example, say you entered in October and then it went up, right? And you went in profit, and then you see price come down one more time. Ideally you would have been stopped out at break even, right? But then is the model re-entering at that?
Am I a swing trader? Am I a short-term trader? What am I?
Let's say you're a short-term trader.
Then I look at the weekly profiles, not the daily chart.
Okay.
Right? As a swing trader, entry, range low, target this high, and this, of course, this imbalance, and the 50% of the range, right? And I'm going to reach entries and targets and stop losses right now, very soon.
Okay.
Finally, let's apply market profiles to ES recently, and one last Bitcoin example, and then we're done. Right? It's been a long session. I hope someone's recording the whole thing. Right?
So, Romeo,
Yes,
is that
it's recorded.
can we easily think like if we saw the market structure shift and then at the daily, then you zoom out to see what weekly and monthly says about that.
All right. So
is that the how we should think when we see market structure shift?
the market structure, the shift in market structure is only valid in two situations. All right. With an SMT forming at a key level, right? Or if it happens at a key level by itself, right? It's not a random pattern. Not sure if that's your question, because I can't understand what you're saying right now. But that is what I got.
Yeah, because we keep observing that perfect MSS. So I just thinking like if we see the MSS, then we zoom out. We need to see whether it is in discount, 20 days and so on, to validate that it is fake MSS.
Right, exactly. Like this one. What did I say about fake breakouts? About real breakouts, right? They don't really allow you to participate. Just a candle through the level, right? And a retest. So over here, we're breaking highs and we're rejecting lows. You remember, I did want ES to go down to the consolidation, but I mentioned that a weekly rejection block is a liquidity pool and a potential reversal point, right? So breaking the high. And what's the rule of a trending market for those who are following? One basic
Rejecting those breaking
yes.
highs.
And every dump below a low is to be bought, right? Which is what inspired this idea, blended with what I said before. So while you would see a market structure shift blindly over here, I would see a... it's fucked. Please be fixed. I'm just going to try and fix this. Because if it doesn't, then I can't write. There you go. Gorgeous. So we're breaking highs. So as soon as we dump below a low, what do we expect? We expect a rally. It's that simple, right? And you have your confluence of a higher time frame PD array, right? So we rejected the low, we broke the high. So I have no reason to expect continuation over here. Broke the high, rejected the low into a higher time frame key level. And boom, right? Final example, Bitcoin. Now, this will be a range example and a summary of Turtle Soup setups. So what's happening here? What do you see? Anyone who's... by the way, is anyone still... If you're still recording, please confirm.
Yes, the recording is still on. 5 hours and 20 minutes.
Full HD?
ZHO, yes. Yes.
Excellent.
Full HD, yes.
Yeah, mine's 7 hours.
So you got the pre-market analysis discussions?
A little bit. Not by much.
No, not to worry. For all that are watching, all the topics were discussed, so it's all good.
Yeah. I just hope that the people who watch later don't miss anything, right?
No, they don't.
All right. So right here we have a range, FX21. This is for you, huh? Right here we have a range, correct? A range high, a clear defined range, a swing low, swing high, right? and you will get to know these ranges more by trial and error, right? There's no the closest I can tell you is market profiles, higher time from period array, and time, right? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution.
Was the previous chart that you were showing me, was that ES? I'm running on fumes here, so I couldn't answer the question.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It was ES, but this is a Bitcoin, so we have a clear defined range, right? So what's the logic of what's happening over here? What is the logic of what's happening over here? It's an open question to anyone.
It's building up liquidity, mostly below.
What?
It's building up liquidity, so we're expecting a breakout on either side and to be a false breakout.
On both ends of the
range.
Range. Now we have someone going crazy in the DMs. I'm gonna have to ignore them right now.
The Z1 person, the Z1 check there.
What are you saying?
The Z1, they request for the
he's saying, why did you delete me? I didn't do anything about questions 10 times. Why did you delete me? I didn't do anything but try asking questions. Why did you delete me? I didn't do anything but try asking questions 10 times. And then asshole. So we can ignore that right now. That's not important, right?
Oh my god.
Maybe he just got disconnected and didn't notice.
I know, we can ignore him right now. Let me see if I can. There he is. And you didn't pay to talk, my friend. You paid to take the information, all right? As I mentioned in the group, you paid to get the information. To sit down and get some information. That's all there is to it. So I don't owe you anything. I owe you the information, and I gave you more than your 4 hours. I've been here for like 6-7 hours, right? So have some respect. So back to Bitcoin.
Well, I wanted to know, had some questions for the information that you provided.
Exactly. Is that UZ1?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, for the questions I've mentioned, that there'll be an FAQ for the most relevant questions. All right. Is that clear?
Yes, very clear, mate.
All right.
It is.
So generating liquidity on both ends of the range, right? Liquidity. So what are the rules of range trading? Again, revision. Rules of range trading. And this is an art in itself. If you try and half-ass a range, you'll get fucked, right? You have to perfect ranges to the point which you can choose the correct range, right? It's ranges are a model by themselves. So if you try and half-ass any model, you'll get fucked. So don't try and half-ass Turtle Soup. Don't try and half-ass any ICT concept. Don't try and half-ass anything you do, right? In the charts. If you do, you will get wrecked.
When does the range start and end?
Accumulation, manipulation. Is that UZ1, by the way?
Yes.
All right. We'll get to that in the FAQ, right? But visually, Z1, when there's a swing low, right, and a swing high, so price does this. It's very characteristic action of a top or bottom, right? So the key level over here, right? So price is rallying, and then it has a swing low and a swing high, and then it goes short of the key level and starts chopping around. That's a range, right? Accumulation. You wait for manipulation and distribution. Power of 3, right? from the lens of ranges.
Can I interrupt?
No. Rules of ranges. Rule number one. I mean, if it's an important question, you can go ahead.
Okay, that's an intermediate high. You're saying.
What do you mean?
You said earlier in your tweets back in the day that in
Right.
intermediate high can be taken like a turtle soup, but it can be run.
Intermediate term highs are also a tool to measure order flow, to probe order flow. All right? Same as order blocks, FPGs, and highs and lows.
Can I provide an example?
Sure.
On UJ the last week, the intermediate high was taken, but not the high of the week. But yeah,
see, a high or low is either rejected or broken. All right? A high or low is either rejected or broken. So which high? Tell me times.
it's the hold on, let me get it on my computer. I'll show you.
All right. Meanwhile, that's kind of a customized question, Z1. So we proceed with the teaching, and we can answer the question later on, right? So rules of trading ranges. What is it? Buy range low, sell range high, right? Don't sell range ho. You can sell range hoes. Don't sell range low, and don't buy range high. Right? Never play with the 50% of the range. And I can't emphasize this enough. If you can't profile the market, or if you try half-assing profiling the market, then you'll get wrecked. Right? Practice until you get it right. Not on social media, by yourself and a journal. Never play with the 50% of the range. With the 50% of the range. Right, and the targets of a range trade is going to be. What are the targets of a range trade? The mic is yours, everyone.
First target 50%.
One by one.
Low that push the range high or low. First target.
Right. Target one is, it's kind of a minus answer, but it's okay. Target one is the high and low that cause the purge. Right. Target two is the 50% off the range. Target three is the opposing end of the range. Correct? Correct. I'm saying correct to myself. So, we're generating interest as market makers above this high and below this low. We go and break one end of the range. Everyone and their mother is bearish down here. But if you think of it, we've been accumulating for 4 months, generating interest. And usually, another rule, my bad, the most important one is the first breakout of a range is usually the false one. Right? Manipulation, accumulation, manipulation. So when you see this, you see a shift, and I see logic. You see shift in structure. I see accumulation, manipulation, generating interest, liquidity pools, right? And time. Gathering stops from here. Target one is this. Target two is this. Target three is this, right? At least. And of course, target four, which I'll let you figure out, is up here. Was up here from down here. Imagine. So from down here, I'm saying we're going to go to 32K. How? Go figure, right? From this range low, the target and the eye was on these highs. Everyone, of course, became bullish when we broke the structure. But I had my eyes on that level since 16K. Why? Good luck finding out, right? But as a range trade, right? As a range, it's not that difficult.
Can you tell us why?
It's a liquidity. Is that Z1 again?
Yeah.
All right. Liquidity pools, my friend. Go and watch month 5. The answer is there, right? So gather the liquidity from down here and distribute it to here and here. And of course, as expected, nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing out of the ordinary. Now, everyone would be selling this as a FPG, yes or no? You guys?
Most everyone.
Exactly.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
Except those who trade logic and narrative, not patterns. Logic is saying we've been accumulating and generating interest on both ends. The first breakout is usually false, right? So I was not bearish at here, not even one. I was trying to be bearish. Right? I'm seeing everyone saying 10K, 10K. I'm trying to reason with them, but it's not how price moves. Again, it goes back to intuition, right? It's not how price moves. It can't continue downwards. Range low. All that happened was nothing out of the ordinary, as expected, right? And there you go. So this is classic range trading, which is my bread and butter, right? And here's a little, check this out. Go to the monthly. We said stop runs happen at what level? Stop runs, they happen at the
3%.
Equilibrium.
Exactly. Stop runs for what? For continuation, correct? So let's look at the monthly expansion leg. Again, notice most of the work I'm doing is on the higher time frame because that's the key. That allows you to enter on the lower time frame. So you have this parallel channel, probably something you haven't seen before. Now, where did the stop run happen? 50%, right? So we had a fake bottom, a false bottom. The same logic I showed you in the beginning in a drawing, and then Z1 told me to show him the chart, and I did, and it's here again, right? Fake bottom, false breakout at 50% in the monthly FVG. That in itself is a model, a turtle soup at 50%, right? Turtle soup, 50% continuation. So that was a reason why, well, one of the many reasons, not the only reason, obviously. There is plenty. There's a lot. There is a lot. So the point being, range, right? Clear defined range right here, right? Look at this. This is a classic range. Right? Just chopping around with a clear high and with an obvious high and a high over here and an obvious low. Generating liquidity on both ends. Transferring liquidity using the range rules from range low to range high. Right? Range low. Chop around. Again, rejection of this low. Why is this rejection? Because rejection is the refusal to expand above a high or below a low. Rejection is the refusal to expand above a high or below a low. And comes standard. That's simply how the markets book liquidity pools. Right? Transferring liquidity pools from one end of the range to another. From high to low, to high to low, to low to high to low, etc.
So you wouldn't consider the downfall from that range, right?
What do you mean?
From where you considered the first of all the consolidation from, was it January 1st in the middle of January?
Can you rephrase the question? It's not clear.
You want to consider that downfall from where there's like two big
This you mean, right?
candles
This?
to the left.
This?
Left.
This?
Left. Keep going.
This?
Keep going.
This?
Yeah. You want to consider that and the one above it as a
You mean
range,
this?
right? Yeah.
It is a range. It is a range. Yeah. Some ranges are more valid than the others.
So you would say it's broken.
Broken what?
It's a broken range. Like it
Why? You mean this, right? This is a broken range. This.
well, further down, yeah. Okay, yeah.
You mean this over here?
Right. Yeah, yeah.
All right. With your logic, although I don't draw a range this way, you can consider it, and it is on its way to 32,000, right? That's the drawn liquidity for Bitcoin. Is these highs over here? These two?
Right.
Tell me.
Well, before that is a range, but before that, there is a higher range. So that is a broken
That is
range.
correct.
But
And that range was broken, truly, because ranges can be falsely broken or truly broken, right?
right.
So, but,
So right now,
and how do you differentiate between a false breakout and a true breakout? This is crucial because these are mistakes which you'll make, right? Range
Right.
trading, if you choose to use it as your model, these are mistakes. That's a smart question, right? If only you didn't call me an asshole, right? That'd be nicer.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. But mistakes you'll make during trading ranges is simply market profiles, right? So over here, the profile is bearish, right? Rejecting highs, breaking lows. Yes. So this should be no different. Breaking. As soon as we start rejecting highs and lows at the same time, we're ranging. Write that down, right? As soon as we reject highs and break lows at the same time, we are ranging. Right? Here's a visual. As soon as we reject highs and break lows, as happened in this range, right? Rejecting highs and lows. Yes or no? That is a range. So I will make some YouTube videos, I think, to solidify the concept in your heads, because you'll have the inner workings of the concept, right? And you can watch them and practice with them. But this is the main idea, right? Accumulation, a logic accumulation, interest up and below. Because every 3 months, every 3 or 4 months, there's a shift, a quarterly shift. And the purpose of the quarterly shift is, it's not random. It's to provoke and invoke sentiment change. This is what happened to me. That's what I was thinking as we dug below this range low at the time, right? And of course, the callers on Twitter. I'm not going to be tagging this one, but this range low, this turtle soup right here. This is turtle soup, right? I'm saying range this, range that. Turtle soup, right? Range low. Boom. Call on Twitter right here. Right. And again, another turtle soup down here also. And this turtle soup from this range high to the mid range, we said that the stop runs occur at 50%, right? 50% of the range is the stop run zone. So we have one stop run here. Boom, false breakout. And that is also a reason why I anticipated the stop run right here. 50%, stop run, continuation. That in itself is a model. So that is pretty much all there is to ranges. There is a bit more. There's always more. There's always more. It's never enough, right? There's always something slipping in the mind, which comes out when you ask questions. Right? It's hidden in the back of my head. So you'll never get 100%. It's not possible unless you've seen and traded as many ranges as I have. Right? And good luck with that.
Hey Romeo, so that range that you're using, What time frame is that? Because it seems like it's like a 2-day that you're using. Is that like a monthly range or weekly?
One day, huh? Be happy. How's that? One day. It's a ranging. It's a market profile range, right? Ranging profile. Simply visually, only price wise, with no time involved, right?
So you drew that out before it took the low, right?
Of course, it's like this. See, if you've been following on Twitter, any of you, then you've seen me call ranges, right? I'll post some. Let me see if I can post what it looks like before and after, right? Eyeing it. Open the group chat, all of you.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like before and after, right? When you're live, and a bonus, I'm going to show it to you on a 1 minute time frame. Now, my lower time frame findings, I probably won't be teaching them to anyone, right? But here is a 1 minute range, which I traded. Here, take the method. This is step 1, right? On Twitter. And then you have 2. Right?
So you're just watching like which side would take, right?
Nah. If you think like that, you're gonna get wrecked. There's always an element of time involved, a higher time frame PDRA, and market profiles.
That's wrong.
Right? It's those things. Market profiles, a higher time frame PDRA, and time. Here's another one on NASDAQ. This is recent, so it's kind of cool to see. That was a 1 minute, some noise on lower time frame. You have this, right? Now, range trading.
Sorry, is it just frozen for me, or are you guys seeing it?
Buying it. And what happened from there?
He's on his phone posting in the group photos. That's why the mouse isn't moving.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's right. Thanks for understanding. And then you have this, right? So you see? Bread and butter. Mine at least. Now this is... Let me check. See if I can write some other ones too. Again, you have on the lower time frame 1 minute, which I engage in sometimes myself, right? These are all on Twitter for you to go back and look at. Range low. Check this out before you ask a question. Right? Range low to range high. Right? Range low, range high. Right? I'm not sure how that ended, of course, but just popped up.
I wondered how you did it low time frame, because I always see you do it high time frame.
Lower time frame, same thing, but a bit more precision element with the time of day. But pretty much the same thing, right? Look for times where the daily range is going to cap or the low of the day is going to form, right? Or an OTE as well.
Is this where you use the central bank dealing range?
Here's another 1 minute, right? Always the same thing, right?
Right.
So this is range trading. My bread and butter.
And what time zone what time frame did you draw that first line on your this last photo?
1 minute.
Well, the candle, what time is that?
4 p.m. 4 p.m.
So are you using intervals of like 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 2 p.m.?
You can use a bunch of stuff. See, I'll give you some. The same thing which I say on Twitter, which is I look for 3 turtle soups a day at least, right? One at 3 to 5 for the daily range. Now that you asked, 3 to 5, 1:30, and 4 p.m. Right? If I get it, good. If I don't get it, then great. But the confluence has to be the market structure, aka profile, right? The higher time frame PDRA, and the time of day. So
It just can't be some like you can't just pull it out of your ass and shit.
if you try and put, I'll show you what happens if you fuck up a range, just to scare you off, all of you.
Yeah, do it.
If you try and trade a range without profiling the market, you can end up like this and say, fuck Romeo, fucking scammer. Look at this. This, right? Range low, fuck, wrecked. Right? Why? Because the market is predisposed to go down. It's breaking lows and rejecting highs. Any bullish pop above a high in a downtrend is to be smacked back down, right? What is this?
Did you share? I don't think you shared it.
Did you what?
I don't think you shared it to the chat.
No, it's on the
Can you see
on the
the
Telegram.
Can you see the screen? Bitcoin?
Oh, my bad.
It's in the live stream, yes.
All right, so bullish pop, smack down. Bullish pop, smack down. Right? Downtrend. Bearish order flow. Bullish pop, smack. They probe the order flow with order blocks, right? I probe them with highs and lows. Right? Bullish order flow. Bullish pop above a high, smack down. Let's say probe the market profile. So you don't just blindly do this. When you see it rejecting both the low and the high, that's a range, right? Rejecting lows over here and rejecting highs as well at the same time. That's a range. And the opposite is over here, right? Over here you have the turtle soup rejecting lows and breaking highs. Rejecting lows over here, turtle soup, turtle soup, turtle soup over here. You see this? Final turtle soup. So this is how turtle soup works, right? And how to choose the correct range with a higher time frame key level supporting you. So in summary of turtle soups and what type of shapes they come in, I've posted a tweet before. Turtle soups. God damn, that's a lot of hours. But whatever, who cares? The important thing is the information gets to you and you leak it, as some of you are going to do. Turtle soups, they come in three shapes. One, a continuation, right, of the trend market profile. Two, a range. So there's always an opportunity somewhere, right? A range. And three, a reversal. Horrible three. Three is a reversal. Disgusting. Here. Right? Continuation, range, reversal. Example. What kind of turtle soup is this? Mic is open to everyone.
That is a
Continuation.
that is a discount. Yeah. Oh, whatever.
Not whatever. Continuation.
I was gonna say it was a premium discount. It just
No. I'm talking about the kinds of turtle soups, right? It's a continuation turtle soup, which goes like this, right? Uptrend, turtle soup, uptrend, turtle soup, uptrend. This is the key, the types. Study this very hard, right?
Okay.
Tape read it. Ranging turtle soups, range low, range high, and reversal turtle soups at a higher time period rate, right? All these have in common a higher time frame PD array or a key level. At this point, I don't even care anymore about the handwriting. So continuation, right? Continuation. And then what is this kind of turtle soup right here?
Reversal.
Very good. Excellent. Add a key level, a previous 6-month high, right? It's always perfect. You have to be in sync. That's the thing. So what kind of turtle soup are these?
Continuation.
Continuation, right? Continuation. So
Yeah,
consolidation.
Romeo.
Consolidation, turtle soup expansion. Consolidation, turtle soup expansion. consolidation, turtle soup expansion, continuation, turtle soups. And this final turtle soup, what is this one? What is this one?
Unfortunately,
Reversal.
range.
A reversal / range, right? But this one is a clear, obvious range. So I would classify this one as a range turtle soup. Now, the thing is, all of these are ranges. Range, yes or no? Range high, range low. Range high, range low. Range high, range low. Range high, range low. Kind of fucked up range over there. Range high, range low. Right, range high, range low. All of these are ranges. Go back to this. Go see what it gives you. There's always trend range, trend range, trend range, trend range. Consolidation, turtle soup expansion. Consolidation, turtle soup expansion. Consolidation, turtle soup expansion. Reversal, right? And then consolidation, turtle soup expansion. Consolidation, turtle soup expansion. Consolidation, turtle soup, my entry, expansion. Right?
What you're
Consolidation,
talking about right now is core content, right?
turtle soup expansion. I don't know where it is, but see when he speaks about this, I don't know. I don't think I haven't heard him mention. He's mentioned the states of the market. Obviously, consolidation,
State of the
reversal,
market, yeah.
exactly. But this is different. This is the market is always in consolidation or expansion, one of the two, right? Consolidation, expansion, consolidation, and so on, right? So the point is not to memorize, but to realize the kinds of turtle soups that happen, right? I'll show you one on the lower time frame, just for niceness sake.
I have a question.
Tell me before I go. What's up?
Around BTC around that 30 to 34,000 range.
Right?
In order for you to confirm a turtle soup, what would you want to see in that area? Because in this case, it's a consolidation, manipulation, and expansion on the downside. But what, in order for you to say that it's a turtle soup, what would you have seen on the downside? Because it took out the significant low, 6 months low on the left hand side.
You mean
So-
very good. So you're talking about this one here, right? This one here, right? This one?
Yeah. It took out
So
the
you're
significant. Yeah.
You're asking why did the range low not give a bounce?
Yeah.
All right. A range is either broken or turtle souped, right? That's how you know. It's either
Come again?
truly broken or falsely broken. So you have to be aware of that when you're trying to trade a range. When you reach an extremity of a range, then you can expect it to be either broken falsely or truly. How do you differentiate? Chart time, PD array, and the reaction and the market profiles, right?
The reason why I got this question is, it looks like the same like we saw around that 69 area. It took out the significant high, and again it manipulated the high.
And
Around the
here's one
69
more thing.
area.
Ranges don't range forever. That's an important thing, a mistake you'll make. You expect this to range forever, right? This is a distributive top. This is a distribution top, right? So they accumulate for all these years, on years, or a couple of months, right? Almost a year. They're gathering positions, humongous positions, right? Creating a distributive top, right? Which I'll talk about later on. Not. There's no time for it right now. Distributing and accumulating, manipulating. All the positions are fucked up here. They load the bags and boom, right? So at some point, a range is going to break, my friend. That's for you to find out using market profiles, a higher time frame PD array, in this case, a breaker, by the way, right? If you look at the higher time frame, the weekly, it always goes back and circles back to a higher time frame key level. Always. Right? A breaker FVG. Yes or no? We're closing below the body. That's not a good sign, is it? Right here. Right?
Yeah.
When in doubt, zoom out.
Thanks for the clarification.
Hey, Romeo, I know. Do you have time for one example?
Of what?
Like you said, like in your tweets back in the day, you said intermediate highs can't be turtle soup, but they can be taken.
They can be turtle souped, but they can't be broken if you're bullish. Here's an example right here. What is this high right here? That rebalanced the FVG. Intermediate term high, right?
Yeah.
What happened to it? Turtle soup. That's the concept.
Can I show you an example on
Show
the
me.
currency pair?
Yes, but not now. When we're done,
Okay.
then we'll see the FAQs, right? I'll make sure to check yours later on, right? Because that's an individual question in a group setting, so it's not fair, right?
Yeah. All right.
So, finally, the entry technique. But the time's up, so you'll get it. You'll get the entry technique. How long this game has been, by the way? 10, 11, 1, 2...
6 hours on the
12.
official lecture.
Gorgeous. Plus the 3 hours before, right?
Yes,
That would
yes.
go for 9 hours straight. I can go for
Negative.
9 hours.
You're trying to get us divorced.
Hey, I gave you double the time, huh? It was 4 hours, and I still haven't gone through half the content. So whatever.
Yeah.
I'll give you the summary. Right, the summary is what you've seen. It's a 9 hour summary, but if you read between the lines, then you'll notice what I'm talking about. Right? It's not hidden. It's not being hidden on purpose. It's right there. The 3 types of turtle soups is what I'm looking for all the time. That's a summary. Right? Three kinds of turtle soup. Continuation turtle soups. Within the correct market profile. Reversal turtle soups. And they're all connected, by the way. Reversal turtle souped. And finally, arranging turtle soup, which happens all the time in between. Trend range, trend range, trend range, right? Now, I will show you one example for the entry technique because we're running out of time. I wish I could show more, but there's it's all over my Twitter anyway. But for the sake of the 4 hours, which became 9 hours, you can have an example. If you remember the low of the week that I called the week before this week. So the low of the week, not this week, previous week on ES. The entry technique, you have 5 entry techniques, all right? You have 1, you have 2, you have 3, so you go to the area to be souped, where you suspect a soup to happen, right? You go over here. You go to the 4 hour. So you have a key level already, right? You have a weekly FVG. You have a range over here. Range high, range low. Yes or no? Range high, range low. Right over here. Did it expand above the range high? Right over here. Did the price expand above the range high?
No.
What did it do above the range high?
Reversed.
No.
Consolidated.
What was it doing up
Accumulation.
there? You were saying?
It consolidated.
Exactly. And what do we think when we see consolidation above a high?
They're loading up their bag.
Exactly. Right. If they had the bag ready for a long, they'd be up already, like this one. Look at this high. Full. They gave you a PDOA at the high, right? And they went. The location of the PDOA is important. So